Did you know that everything, absolutely everything, comes down to energy? Everything is energy. Well, it is. And now you know. So roll the credits. That was a good show. Kidding. We know this. Einstein worked it out. It's not that I pretend in any way, shape or form to understand what Einstein worked out. But it's a bit like, I can operate a TV and enjoy a movie, even though I don't know how a TV works. Well, that's actually not true. I used to fix them. But the point is, it has been worked out that everything is energy. And the people, I notice things that stand out, people who say these things and people who really, really know their stuff. And one of them was Michael Pointer. And he said consciousness is magnetism. And I always found that one kind of funny. And then years and years later, somebody at an event I was at who I could feel was able to work with energy because he worked energy in the room. We could all feel it. And he said the same thing. And I thought, oh, something there, something very interesting. And I don't know what that means. I'm just saying the one thing we do know is everything is energy. And that thing about magnetism, if you know something about it, I would love to hear. And it's true with dreams as well. And the reason I'm saying it is because I have Anne Tucker back on the show to talk about how angels work with us in our lives, how they prevent us from incurring things that we maybe wouldn't want to incur, bad luck or whatever you want to call it, bad karma. And so I have an interview with her about that, and she talks about it being energy. I've already recorded the interview. And dreams are all about energy, but I don't like abstract things. And I say that in the interview. I don't like abstract things. I like things to be nailed to the floor. It's like, there it is. Nobody's going to move it. I'm telling you it's there. And when you go look for it yourself, it'll be there because it's nailed down. That's what I like. Anyway, dreams, I like to nail them down, but they really are all about energy too. And I just want to demonstrate that here with a few dreams. So this is kind of like a little bit like a workshop. And have a play along with me here. So first dream, very simple. I was on a lake paddleboarding with some friends. I ran into Stuart, an executive from work, and I fell off. That's the whole dream. What is that about? Well, it's male energy because Stuart is male. And the dreamer obviously has issues with male energy because she's absolutely fine till she encounters this male energy. Now, what is male energy? What is female energy? Well, that's really important. And this is the part of the nailing it down. Male energy is about belief in yourself, confidence, feeling worthy of the space you occupy. It's also about aggression, libido, sexual libido. There are many things included in each energy type. But so we know with this dreamer, the issue is going to be with one of those things, or maybe a few, it doesn't matter, but she will know. And I like to put my finger on the pulse of it and say, here's what it is. And so the dreamer knows what to work on and then knows when it's healed. So let's have a look at another dream. This one's called So Much Makeup. I was in the basement of a school or theatre. It was very dark. The halls were lined with red velvet. There were a few girls there, not many. I wandered around lost. And the dream continues. But we already know, because there's a few girls there wandering around lost, this whole dream is about female energy. And mom and dad, quite often in our lives, most of the time, in fact, play the anchor for us to see the issue with our male or female energy. And, it's not up to, it really shouldn't be, hey, dad believed in me, so I believe in myself, but that's how it works. If I don't have any issue with male energy, I don't need you to believe in me to know that I'm good at what I do. If somebody tells me, hey, your analysis is absolutely rubbish, you should be taken off the air, that won't bother me because I have a belief in myself and I know what I do is right. That's male energy. But if your male energy is not balanced, then somebody saying that can really cut you to pieces and, doubt yourself and all sorts of things. And so things happen to us in our life to become the anchor to show us that we already have that issue and we need to work on that issue. And mom and dad play those roles. But we have those issues from way before they were ever mom and dad. Anyway, that's a topic for a whole other show. Let's continue our little workshop experiment. Here's one. You will probably know whether it's male or female energy just from the title. It's called Gollum. Do you already know? Crouched beside the refrigerator is Gollum from Tolkien's The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. He's horrifically thin with sparse, scraggly hair. His eyes are oversized with a fearful, hollow quality to them. Well, did you guess male energy? You'd be right. Are you wondering, am I going to interpret some of these dreams? Well, I will do some of these after the interview. But let's make it simple. Are dreams about male or female energy? Yes, they are. So when angels talk about male and female energy, they're absolutely right. They're working directly with the issue, with the energy source, with the problem that we have. Dreams are symbolically addressing it so that we can then do something on the physical plane to also heal issues with that same source. Everything is male or female energy, and male and female energy come from the one source. I mean, they're all part of the same energy. They're just two aspects of the same energy. Here's another dream, white spiders. See if you can get it. I was off-site at work. I was sitting at a table, rectangle shaped, and a bunch of spindly white spiders, almost like daddy long legs, were in the right corner just under the table. I looked at them. There were tons of babies running along a strand as well. I wasn't afraid, but concerned if I disturbed them, they might bite me. Now, I added a bit more of this dream. The dream continues on. If I had stopped at the right point, you'd go, I know what it is. Is it male or female energy? What did you get? Well, it's male energy. Why? Because the reference to daddy longlegs. And dad in the dream says that. But there's another clue. It's a work event, and work, career, etc. are all about male energy. Remember the first dream, the paddleboard, where she falls off when the executive is there, and I said that's male energy. But it's an executive from where she works, which is also telling us it's male energy. So, it's not just one thing that's going to tell us. Here's another one, a little bit more obscure for you. I was on an island. At the island, there were many small white beaches, and that's the whole dream. That's all she could remember. Is that mom or dad? Well, here's where you need to know a little bit about the energies. Female energy is about your inner world, your philosophy of life, your feelings, your ability to express those feelings, your ability to nurture and nourish and help other people, your caring abilities. Leadership, indeed, is a female energy trait. There are many, many spiritual gifts. Again, gifts all work with the same energies, so isn't that interesting? And so if you find somebody can do one thing and another person can do another thing, they're using the same energy to do those things. They have just figured out how to manifest the energy in a way to use it for that particular purpose. So it's limitless in a way. You could really take these energies and invent a whole new spiritual gift. One for cleaning the oceans, for instance. Wouldn't that be great? Please do that one. That would be good. So anyway, when you know about the energies, your ability to express yourself, for instance, I said is female energy, and feel comfortable expressing yourself with other people. So an island is the opposite. That's where you're keeping yourself separate from everybody. And so it's about female energy. So a bit symbolic there. So if you didn't get that one, don't worry too much. This one's more obvious. A school bus drove up a hill. The bus drove to the right. The bus had passed a mother and a child on the way up the hill. Suddenly it turned around and drove back to pick up the child. Male or female? Well, female, because mom is in the dream. Also, the school bus is about learning about yourself so you can improve. But buses take a group of people from where they are to where they need to be. And that's also what a spiritual leader does. So we've two things in this dream. We have the gift of leadership, that's female energy, and we have the reference to mom. And so the dream is basically saying, I said I wasn't going to interpret these, but here I am on this one. The dream is saying if you get into your leadership ability, it'll help you address the female energy issues that you picked up in childhood from issues with mom. And let's look at another more complex one. This one's called Just Wanted to Help. I'm working at a psychiatric hospital, night shift, with 4 or 5 other employees. We hear a commotion outside and run out to the parking lot. There's a huge man out there kind of running around and yelling and basically just not acting right, not making sense. He's not just a large man, he's out of proportion, looking like a giant. We get him semi-calmed down and get him inside. The funny thing is, he fits into the building, even though in reality he's too big to fit. And the dream continues on. Male or female? Obviously male energy. Thank you for watching this clip from the Dream Interpretation Podcast. If you want to hear the whole show, there's a link directly under this video. Please like and share with your friends, all of your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast at thedreaminterpretationpodcast.com. That's also where you can submit your dream to the show and have yours featured. You can also download my free dictionary that has thousands of symbols that will help you understand the meaning of your dreams. Thanks for listening.